Alright, welcome back to NewZeroland. So today is the annual inspection for the Zero. You need to get motorcycles inspected every year. There's a warrant of fitness, they call it, where they just check over the brakes and the tires and stuff. And unfortunately, I need new tires. My wife mostly commutes on the bike, and so the tires are totally worn out and squared off. So it's time for a new set and a little surprise. Okay, so not much of a surprise because you already saw the thumbnail. Basically, I called up Independent Motorcycles to schedule an inspection, and the lady on the phone said they were fully booked this whole week, but asked what model the bike was. I said Zero, and immediately heard a guy in the background say, "Is that Sam?" She asked what my name was. "Yeah, it's Sam." And then I heard the voice say, "Okay, let's get him in on Friday, and we'll let him ride the electric scooter." So fast forward to Friday, today, and I'm super excited to ride another two-wheeled electric thing. And here it is, the Niu N1. I really like the styling of this thing. It looks like a cartoon character. It has a hub motor with a monstrous 2 horsepower. I was told it tops out at 49 kilometers per hour, which is about 30 miles per hour, and gets about 50 k's of range. It has one of those removable batteries, kind of like the Zero FX or the Suron, which makes it super easy to charge inside if you live in an apartment or something, or if you have a way of charging it under your desk at work, which I do. You could charge it for free using someone else's electricity. And there's a cargo area under the seat, which, if you don't need it for cargo, you can stick another battery in there to extend your range. Apparently there's even a way to mount a third one in the floor, but that one wouldn't be removable. So if you had garage parking, no problem. The turn signal indicator switch makes the coolest little chime sounds, and I couldn't stop laughing every time I hit it. The scooter has 3 riding modes. Mode 3 is the fastest, so if you think you can handle the full 2 horsepower, just use that one. From 0 to about 30, the get up and go is pretty fun. It's exactly what you need for riding in the city, and it's way faster than those 2-stroke scooters that are more about making noise than acceleration. I can't believe that 2-strokes are still legal in New Zealand. Anyway, once you get up to around 30, it starts ramping down the power, and if you pin the throttle, it'll eventually get up to around 49 kilometers per hour. There was one stretch on my commute where the speed limit was 70, and let's just say, not even the happy little turn signal chime could make this less terrifying. But I really wanted to find out how fast this thing could go. So I went to the top of a really steep hill, picked up as much speed as I could, and held the throttle open until it got too scary. 59 kilometers per hour. Okay, I'm never doing that again. Can you ride 2 up on it? Why, yes you can. And it was actually pretty comfortable. The suspension handled it really well, and riding with a passenger gives you another chance to share the joy of turn signal chimes. I looked these things up online, and apparently you can rent them in certain states in the US under the name Revel. Obviously they're huge in China where they're made, and Independent Motorcycles gets them from a New Zealand importer, and they're only about $4,000 brand new, including registration. Garth, the mechanic, was telling me about the NGT version of the scooter, which has more power and a higher top speed, and how the company apparently made so much money selling these scooters that they want to bring out a motorcycle later this year, the RQI. Tell you what, if it has turn signal chimes, I'm sold. To sum up, I pretty much just rode it to work and back, but I got to experience what lane splitting in traffic was like, riding in the wind and the rain, up and down a really steep hill, and I still had tons of range left. Overall, it was such a joy to ride. It was so quiet and peaceful. When you're stopped in traffic, you're reminded of how loud the world is. Engines, exhaust, people listening to music, horns honking to scare off the ghosts in the tunnel. And this one really is completely silent, not like the Zero. So if you live in the city and commute on roads that are all under 50 k's an hour, and you don't ride further than 50 k's a day, take a trip to Independent Motorcycles and go get yourself a fancy little cartoon scooter. Anyway, if you were curious, I got Pirelli Rosso 3s on the Zero, and I don't know why they chose that location for the logo, but it's now my goal in life to erase it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So good!